right now I'm going to bore you guys with making my lines on my table. What I'm going to do is I got my computer program, and it tells you how far, to the for inches, or you can switch it to millimeters, and how far in at each piece of track is supposed to be. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to draw out on my layout first where all my track's going to lay. For one, to make sure that everything lines up how it says it's supposed to, and two, so when I lay my cork bed out, it'll make it nice and easy to lay it down. So we'll get to that right now. There was a discussion that my wife and I were having. She's a teacher, so she's teaching her kids the metric system and standard American system. And she came home to me and asked me what my thoughts were. And I said I like the metric system better. To me, it's just easier. It's all tense, and it's just, I think it's because when I was in high school they started teaching more of it, and also the profession that I'm in, we use a lot of metric for medicines and doses and everything. So that's all in the metric system, and I'm just getting used to that part. We discussed I said exactly where is 21/25 on a ruler, and there's probably people out there that know exactly where that is. I'm not one of them. I'm not a carpenter. I've never really built too much that had to be exactly how it should be. If someone asked me to build a house, it'd probably look like something that came out of Dr. Seuss. So this level is always wrong. It's never in these lines here, so I think it's broken. I got to get a new one. But I know exactly where 500 millimeters is. I know where 499 millimeters are. So I got this scale ruler offline, www.railroady.com. It's an HO scale ruler. It has all the feet on the bottom, and up top is all millimeters. Lucky for me, the program I'm using is you can switch it from inches to millimeters. Because the problem I was having was it said 21.87 inches, and on the ruler it does everything in fractions, so I didn't know exactly where that was. So I switched it over to millimeters, and it was a lot easier to find where that was off of this. This is just regular paper that I printed on, and it is really sturdy, which I was very surprised at. So I've been using this. Once in a while I'll use my regular tape measure, and it seems to be working out really well. I've been drawing on here where everything's going, and it's been working out perfect. Everything's lining up exactly where it should be. So to everybody that's outside the United States, the metric system for me is a lot easier. Sorry for everybody who's really gung-ho in particular about the fractions. It's just not my thing. I have this ruler right here, which is a standard American ruler, has the fractions on it already, which is beautiful. If it's within the 16th or 8th, I'm good to go. Anything smaller than that, I don't know. So that's just my piece on it, and we'll get started on this. So what I do is once I find out where on my computer I have all sections of track, so 9-inch section for straight, and then I got my 18-inch radius curves. So I just find out where each end is, the beginning and end of each section, and I mark it on here. And I do that with all of my my rulers to find out exactly where each one section starts. And then after that, since this has a scale ruler, I make sure each point that I made for the beginning of sections, both each side of the rails, are 4.5 feet apart from each other. So I'm pretty much double checking my work to make sure everything worked out right. And then I do 2.25 feet for the middle. So when I do my 18-inch radius for the line in the middle, so I can lay my road bed down, I'll know exactly where to lay that. So right there, I put the lines in the wrong spot, and it didn't equal 4.5 feet. So I re-looked at what I was doing and realized that I put the mark in the wrong spot, adjusted it, and then it came out to 4.5 feet. So that's a good little system that I've got going. It takes time, but I want to make sure it's done right and the first time, so minimize the amount of times I have to redo things. I'm sure that'll happen time to time, but I guess that's the fun part of this hobby. Alright, so I got my radius done here. It's an 18-inch radius up to this point, and then there's a turnout, a right-hand turnout here, and then another 18-inch radius here. So what I'm going to do is, with any luck, I'm going to find where the 18-inch radius is here and just be able to do a straight edge or a line with the ruler and make the line in the middle there, and then move over here and make the line for my radius on this side, with any luck. What I'm trying to do here is go 18 inches off of this, and then 18 inches off of this here, right where my points are. Which I'm already doing it wrong. So once I find where the 18 inches is, then I'll hook my nail into here and just I got a mark right here on the side of this level, and I'll just draw it out right where that 18 inches is. And that's that. And that's that. That's just a quick and easy way that I do it. Sometimes it's not so easy. And we'll use the same technique for this side. This side.